Welcome back. It sure is a cold Saturday morning here. It was down into the 20s, I believe, last night here. The wind's been up a little bit, so it makes it that much colder. But cold or not, we got to hook the old trailer up and go get some more hay. Our rye hadn't done as good as I wanted it to, and so we're feeding hay one day, feed the next. And that last bundle of hay we got, it's about gone. So I called my neighbor a while ago. He's actually at the hay barn right now, so we're gonna run and get us a load of hay and see if we can get them through for another month or so. There's 60 more bales. I'm hoping that'll get them through to the next cutting, but if it don't, David's still got plenty more, so may not be the last hay run for the year or for this season. Whew. Well, it's cold out here, the wind's blowing, and you can tell everyone of them's got their winter coats on. He's getting all thick and woolly boogered. And old hair's getting thick on his head again. He's got a good thick coat on him today, so they sure need it. It's gonna be down, I think overnight tonight it's gonna be about 17 degrees, which may not be cold to some folks, but it's cold for me around here. Ain't it, Elmo? Yes, sir. Whew. So, between their coats in the barn, I think they'll be good. I think they stayed in the barn last night. Got down to the 20s, I think, last night, but they still came on to the barn. And even though George and Genevieve, they got their winter coats on good now too, so they've kind of woolied up since the last few days it's got so cold. So Genevieve's doing good. She's still a little sad about what happened with her donkey, but she's not down there in the corner baying like she was before. She's back up here eating good, and they're all doing good. But I tell you what I got to do. I messed around here and it's about the end of January and I hadn't wormed all the cows yet, but it's been so cold I didn't want to pour that stuff down the back. I'm waiting for it to warm up a few days, hopefully, and it's all like next weekend. It's gonna be about 70 degrees around here, so that'd be a good time to warm them. Well, it's that time again. Time to change the oil filter in the old truck. But I think I'm gonna try to do something extra today. I'm gonna get the oil filter changed in it first because I know how to do that pretty good. But then, while I was at the parts store a while ago, I went ahead and bought the fuel filters for this truck. So I'm gonna see how they go, see if I can get them changed too, because the truck's fixing to roll at 50,000 miles and I've never changed the fuel filters on it. So let's get the oil and filter changed in it first, and then we'll try to look at the fuel filters to see how bad they're gonna be. Oh, all right, got the oil drain, new filter on it. Didn't make as big a mess as I normally do, but so now we'll try to fill this thing back up with oil. Hey, this time I actually found it in the jugs. You know, last time I did this, it was in doggone, well, it was in a box, which was in a bag. That was a disaster. So we're gonna try to do it this way. We'll try to do it without a phone, see if I can't keep from making a mess. we're gonna try her and see. Uh-oh. Spit a little bit, but not too bad. Might be a little quicker this way if I can do it without a funnel. We'll see. As long as I quit making a mess. That was a quick gallon of oil gone. 2 more to go. All right, let's check her, see how much more I got there. Should be like about a quart. All right, add a little bit more into it. Let's see what we got now. Oh yeah, now she's just right. All right. They say it takes 13 quarts to fill this thing up. That's, I guess, what the oil filter changed to. And that's about right. That's what I put in it a while ago. All right, I got the oil changed, and this is what I'm gonna try to tackle on next. This is the bottom fuel filter. So this thing here is the actual valve where you can drain the water out of it, which is good. And there's, of course, that's the electrical connection. So I don't have nothing else right here with me. So I'm gonna try to see how much we got in this little valve right here. They said turn it counterclockwise. I might use my other hand, I think. Hold on a minute. All right, we're gonna try this and see how she does. I better push this on the floor so I don't get drowned. That still seems like it ain't far enough. Here we go. All right, here we go. It said counterclockwise, but I'll tell you what. That's boogers. I'll see if I can use this camera together so I can see better myself. Looks like it needs to go. It's got a slot. It does need to come out this way. But I guess it's fresher than the factory, so hold on a minute. I'm gonna use both hands. All right, I got it. It was just, hadn't even been changed for it. It was just kind of tight. So we're gonna let that filter drain out for a little bit. I might go eat me some supper while I'm waiting because I think Kim called a while ago said it's about done. So let that drain out. Time I come back with supper, should be ready to go ahead and take that filter down and get it replaced. All right, that's about through dripping now. I'm gonna go ahead and plug that back up, but pretty much, oh, let's see. Pretty much all you got to do is go in there. There's about 6 of these bolts. They're 8mm apparently. Of course, you unplug the electrical connection right there, close that cockpit back, and just drop the whole thing out. So I'm gonna put y'all down a minute, see if I can get this out. Well, it took a little doing, but I got her out of there. And so there she is. And she is kind of dirty. It probably did need change. I don't know how often you're supposed to change these things. But it's not really that bad once you get it out. So it wasn't that bad. I'm trying it with one hand here. Hold on a minute. It's just a little bit of a tight fitter to get it out. But like I say, this thing, that's all there is to the filter board. This is a lot different than it used to be a long time ago. But this thing's supposed to just slide to the one side and pop right out just like that. And so I'm gonna set this thing to the side. I'm gonna get the new filter, try to put it together, and see if I can get it back up under the truck. It also comes with a new filter. So I'm gonna take this old one out, if I can. See if I can get this out. See if I can get this old filter to pop out. Oh, she's in there pretty good. I get something better than my fingers to get with. There we go. So let's leave that one right there and get the new one out. All right, here's the new filter. It looks the same on both sides, so I don't guess it has a top and a bottom. But it fits down there pretty tight though. All right, got that in. Let's check out that new filter. All right, here's the new filter. Let's get her out and see how she does. Oh yeah, she's good and clean. All right, so the video I watched, which is a real good video if you're gonna do this on your own. Mine's not gonna be that great because I think he had a lift that he was working on his. So mine laying on the ground is a little hard to video. But apparently just put it right here on this little round piece right here and then just slide it over. I missed. Yeah, that's the same. Now, let's try her again. All right, I guess that's it. We'll find out in a minute if this truck don't start. I'll know for sure, won't I? All right, that's what we're doing. So, that looks right. So, I'm gonna crawl back up under the truck, see if I can get it put back on. Whew. Okay, I've got the other fuel filter fixed. So now I've got to change this one right here. And it's got these 3 lines on it, so hopefully it's not gonna be as bad as the old one was. Wasn't really that bad, it's just hard to crawl up under the truck on the no lift on it. But I'm gonna see how hard this one here is to change out right quick and should be done. All right, let's see if we can reach around and there was a trick to get these things off from what that guy showed earlier today. So, got that one loose. Let's see if we can get it to pull off. Yep, all right, down there pulled off pretty easy. Let's see, he said squeeze these. Pull back. There we go. Push that one out that way. Okay, we got that one off. Now this one pops up this way. Uh-oh, I pushed it back down. All right, let's see if this in here come off. It's not going to come off as easy. All right, that's down. That's it. There we go. And now he just twisted it. Pushed him back in. Now he just twisted it like this. And it came right out. Uh-oh, it's got fuel in it, so be careful. But there it is. That wasn't so bad. Just put this down so we don't spill a little fuel out of it. All right, now for the new one. I'll put it back in there just like these lines out of the way. All right, there's that. Put this line back on first. There it went. Now the blue line back on. This back in place. And now the last one. And I heard it click in place. I guess that was it. That was pretty simple right there. Now for the big part, see if we can get this thing to cycle and get fuel back into all these filters and this truck to crank. Because I can remember on the old diesel tractors years ago, Daddy had, if we ever changed the fuel filters or anything like that, injectors or whatever, we always had to bleed air out of the lines, and that was one more job. So that right there just seemed like it's too simple. So it makes me worry. So let's go get in the truck and see if we can cycle this thing through about 5 or 6 times like the guy in the video said. And cross your fingers, hope it didn't start. All right, here we go. We're going to cycle her through and see how she does. I hear the pump running. Ooh, boy, it's making a weird fuss. I guess it's pumping fuel from the tank into the filters. I'm gonna let it do that till it quits on its own, then I'll try it again. All right, I don't hear it no more, so I'm gonna turn it back off. Boy, I tell you what, that pump sure is loud. So I'm gonna let it cycle through 2 or 3 more times, and I'll be right back with y'all when I try to do the start. All right, I've done it about 5 or 6 times. I'm gonna cycle it through one more time, and when it stops cycling, I'm gonna try to start it. It don't sound as bad as it did the first time or two. It's still running. All right, the pump just kid out, so cross your fingers. Oh, thank the Lord. It started. All right, I'm gonna get out now and check for any leaks or anything, and phew, I sure hope I don't see any. Let's go take a look and find out. All right, I don't see anything under there. That's a good sign. That's the first part it probably be leaking at. I don't see nothing. All right, so let's go around and take a look, see what it looks like up under here. All right, all the lines look dry. I'm hoping that little bit right there from where I stood on the line a while ago. And I don't see anything leaking off anywhere. And I'm sure there's such a high pressure on these lines right here. If there was a leak, it'd probably be spraying out everywhere. So, all right. I think everything looks good. I'm gonna pull the hood down. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's dry. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that might have done it. I can't believe it. It sure is a lot different what diesels used to be a long time ago. Like I say, that would have been one aggravating job years ago. But, whew, thank Lord she started up. Well, just got done feeding and watering for the afternoon, and it's been so cold right lately we're having to, well, Kim has been so far, having to bust up all the water into troughs mess because it's freezing up so bad. But kind of figured out the easiest way to do the chickens is just dump their waters out completely and start over again because it freezes up on the floats. And what are you doing, buddy? So got all that done for today, and about time to go in the house and get things ready for the start of the new week. We went and saw Justin, Lydia, and Colton today, and we rode up to see them and went to church with them. They were having a baby dedication today, so went and saw Colton have his baby dedication this morning with a couple other little kids, and we had a pretty good time at their church and got to visit a lot of people and meet some new folks. And after church, I went out and got us a little something to eat, and like I say, we haven't been home too long and got everybody fed up, and everybody's good to go for right now. So, like I say, got the old truck fixed up. I'm just glad it started back up when it did, and like I say, that's wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but kind of glad that's over for the time being. So got all the oil in it changed, and next thing will be the old Trailblazer. It's the next one lined up, ready to go. So I'll probably do it maybe next Saturday if it ain't too bad outside. So I reckon we're gonna wrap it up right here. We're gonna go in there and start getting things ready, eat us a little bit of supper, and get stuff ready for next week. Again, we appreciate y'all joining us. Please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends and neighbors, and we sure look forward to seeing you on the next video.